Hello everyone! Welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Todd and Julie Chrisley's mugshots won't be released. Why? Chrisley knows best. Fans have been impatiently waiting for Todd and Julie Chrisley's mugshots to make rounds on the internet. Presently, a search for Todd Chrisley's mugshot or Julie Chrisley's mugshot only yields a mugshot of Todd's oldest son Kyle, photoshopped mugshots, and mugshots of unrelated individuals. It goes without saying that mugshots of Todd and Julie were taken after they surrendered to their respective prisons. So, why can't fans find these mugshots on the internet? Turns out, there is a very simple reason why. Mugshots of Todd and Julie Chrisley won't be released. Why? On Reddit, Chrisley knows best. Fans have been searching all over the internet for a leaked mugshot of Todd Chrisley and / or Julie Chrisley. Unfortunately, they just haven't been able to find them. Fans, however, did discover a reason why they can't find mugshots of these reality TV stars. According to a thread on Reddit, the Bureau of Prisons FOIA office has pretty strict policies when it comes to mugshots. The policy declares the following: for privacy, safety, and security reasons, this office and Bureau of Prisons (BOP) FOIA office does not release mugshots or BOP inmates' intake photographs, with the exception of inmates that are actively on escape status. Unfortunately, this means that unless Todd and Julie decide to attempt a prison break, fans of the reality TV couple may have to deal with never being able to see their intake photographs. Their mugshots could get leaked, though. Bravo star Teresa Giudice is often a topic of conversation when discussing the Chrisleys because she's another reality TV star that did time behind bars for committing fraud. The difference between Teresa Giudice and the Chrisleys is that she and her ex-husband plead guilty and served far less time for their crimes. Now, the reason Teresa Giudice has recently come up as a topic of conversation is because her mugshot did make rounds on the internet when she was behind bars. According to chatter on Reddit, someone who worked at the prison where Teresa Giudice was locked up reportedly leaked her mugshot photos. Now this scenario could happen again if someone who works where Todd and Julie are locked up is willing to risk their job to leak a mugshot photo. Presently, fans on Reddit admit they're just waiting for some photos of Todd and Julie Chrisley behind to leak somewhere. Fans assume it is only a matter of time before a photo eventually leaks. The Chrisley family may be reality TV royalty, but when it comes to their ongoing legal saga, the public still can't get enough. Fans of Chrisley Knows Best were glued to every headline when Todd and Julie Chrisley were sentenced to prison in 2023, facing years behind bars for tax evasion and fraud. Yet one question still lingers over the entire ordeal. Where are the mugshots? Normally, celebrity arrests result in mugshots that are plastered across every entertainment outlet within hours. But in the case of Todd and Julie Chrisley, their booking photos have never seen the light of day. For a couple whose lives were broadcast weekly into millions of homes, the absence of those images has sparked endless theories, debates, and even a few wild conspiracies. The unusual silence. Todd Chrisley is a man who built a brand around being too blessed to be stressed. His bright smile, designer clothes, and razor-sharp wit became a signature part of the show. Fans imagined that his mugshot might show a defiant grin, perhaps even a perfectly styled coif of hair despite the circumstances. Julie, always polished and poised, would likely have given the camera a calm, dignified stare. But despite media requests, federal authorities have declined to release the photos, citing privacy and security reasons. For many, that explanation isn't enough. After all, mugshots are typically public record. Fans cry cover up. Almost as soon as word spread that no mugshots would be available, fans flooded social media with speculation. Why do we get to see everyone else's mugshot but not theirs? One fan tweeted, "If this was anyone else, we'd already have memes made." Others suggested that the Chrisleys had negotiated some kind of special deal to protect their image, worried that a mugshot might become viral fodder and damage what remains of their family brand. Savannah is still running the Chrisley empire. Another fan wrote on Reddit. A mugshot could ruin sponsorships or hurt the possibility of a spin-off. Maybe they fought to keep them sealed. Protecting the Chrisley brand. It's not an outlandish theory. Even from prison, Todd and Julie have kept their names alive in the headlines through letters, statements, and Savannah's weekly podcast updates. The family has made it clear they intend to fight for justice and eventually clear their name. A mugshot could undermine their narrative. A sullen or disheveled booking photo might suggest guilt in the court of public opinion, regardless of ongoing appeals. The Chrisleys' legal team may have argued that releasing the images would cause unnecessary harm while the case is still being contested. They've always cared deeply about appearances, said one entertainment reporter. A mugshot would be one of the most unflattering moments of their lives. Keeping it private helps them maintain the idea that this is temporary and that they'll come out of this stronger. Security concerns. There's also a practical reason: security. Some federal facilities avoid releasing mugshots to protect the safety of high-profile inmates. Todd has spoken about receiving threats and dealing with harassment since being incarcerated. Releasing photos could attract unwanted attention or even compromise his and Julie's safety inside. It might sound silly, but mugshots can make prisoners targets, a former Bureau of Prisons employee told a tabloid. Other inmates might see it as a chance to make headlines if they go after someone famous. Keeping those images under wraps is a way of protecting them. The power of mystery. Ironically, the decision not to release the photos may have only intensified public fascination with the Chrisleys. Without the images, fans have resorted to imagining what Todd and Julie must have looked like on that day. TikTok creators have gone viral trying to recreate what they think the mugshots might have looked like. Some with dramatic music and filters that make them look like true crime reenactments. It's also kept the couple's case in the news longer than it might have stayed otherwise. Every few months, someone asks again why the mugshots haven't been published, sparking a fresh round of debate. Savannah speaks out. Savannah Chrisley, who has taken on the role of family spokesperson since her parents' sentencing, has addressed the issue on her podcast, but only vaguely. "I know everyone wants to see them," she admitted. "But trust me when I say, some things are better left private. My parents are going through enough. We don't need those images circulating." Her comment fueled speculation that the mugshots may not have been as camera-ready as fans imagine. After all, Todd and Julie were taken into custody immediately after sentencing. Their appearance might have reflected the raw emotion of that moment: tears, stress, and exhaustion, rather than the polished personas fans are used to. The human side. Perhaps that's exactly why they should remain private. Mugshots are, at their core, moments of vulnerability. The Chrisleys, for all their fame, are still human beings who have been through a public humiliation. Releasing those photos would invite ridicule, memes, and endless jokes. Some fans have come to see the decision as a rare act of compassion. "We've seen enough of their pain," one Instagram user commented. "Let them have this one thing. We don't need to turn it into entertainment." What this means for the Chrisleys' future. The mystery of the mugshots may never be solved, but in a strange way, it aligns perfectly with the Chrisleys' long-standing approach to life. Control the narrative, no matter what. Whether they are behind bars or back on a reality show in the future, Todd and Julie have always found a way to keep people talking. The missing mugshots have become yet another chapter in their ongoing story, a symbol of their refusal to let anyone else dictate how they are seen by the world. And maybe that's why so many people remain fascinated, because even in the most humbling moment of their lives, the Chrisleys have somehow kept their image exactly where they want it, just out of reach.